No computer can do what a human being is capable of doing, and no computer can do what a human being is just about to do. What I mean is what is about to happen with the organism itself, what its capabilities are, what it's about to do. The computer cannot do it. And that is, it's going to start to refine through algorithmic playing what is most important, say nourishing, to like kind of dish it up and let everybody know. And who does that? Well, you have a channel here. Maybe you've subscribed to a channel, but there are many, right? See, there's a reason why it says it's called a channel. Well, because the people that do have YouTube channels, um, a lot of them, like Ralph Smart and Teal Swan and many, 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 hundreds of thousands of others. It is a huge video game, first of all. One of the more interesting things that could be happening if you ever, thought about it in the comfort of your own home. Just close the doors, turn off the lights if you have to, shut the windows, close the curtains. It's safe. And think about, did you hear that knock? Think about that this is babes, the social media, it's giving people a fair chance, even if they do banning. They do, what do they call it, shadow banning or something like that? I forget. But they are controlling information. See, the thing is who cares about their information? What's your information? See, and the truth is that yes, I wanted to talk about something here that, see, the title, the cover of this particular video um, that I'm making says it all as far as this refinement that needs to happen. It's already here. There's something going on that is so, it's so obvious. It's a massive amount of things that are in front of us. Whoops. To where, by the time you try to put something into words, it's too late. Because, well, yeah, it reminds me of the problem of, well, how do you take your right to remain silent? And also the freedom of speech thing. Like, why do we fight for that so much when really speech is not a reflection of reality? It's not the truth that you can experience unless you're just experiencing the fact of what speech is and words. And that has, what I'm saying, that has its truths. It's mind orientation. It's just a sound. Was that a lisp they have? Are they saying all their words clearly? It's just a mouth noise, really. You can really kind of back off and feel like the Indians do, the Indian chiefs, that they put everybody on mute and they're watching behaviors. Every once in a while they'll look. Well, they're not soiling themselves and they seem to put their pants on correctly this morning. We'll keep feeling their vibes. But really, if it's the chief, really, if it's a shaman, they're gonna reflect back to them. Well, what do you think you need to do now? Did you eat yet today? Anyway, maybe you need a special concoction this time because, boy, I think you're taking that some, like what happened. Anyway, let's get back to what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to talk about. Okay, let's talk about what happened. Did you not get away from the, I was going to say, your mother? See, the stigma that I had talked about in my last video, it's the way that I talked about it, to me, it's like, oh, this is terrible. But it's because it's hard to explain. I should definitely just tone down my words, because if it's a fact, then we need to just like go, oh my God, the poor things. You know, there's a handicap on one side of the organism. Is it 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 it's Now, what if that's the one that you sacrifice? What if that's the one that needs to be Jesus over there? Yes, put a beard on it, and because that's the one who, hey, it's a great workhorse. You know, some of them get close to um, the ideal as far as are they coherent enough? Do they become coherent? Do they make it to becoming a human being? I have talked about something on here that through algorithmic playing of just me being a human being is going to start to refine, and I'll start to finally make a playlist. There's like 500 videos, or well, I'm more like 300 or so, that I gotta go. I wish I had a secretary, and I wish that AI could work for me and say, look, whenever I talk about this certain thing, isolate it here, isolate it here, isolate it here, make my playlists, you know. But no, it's wise to not do that and then start doing it when you know damn well this is now refining. What is it, Shauna? My least favorite subject matter on men and women. And what are we doing here? Like, okay, no. What I mean is, it's like, okay, so why are they so puppeted? You know, they're in a puppet show, like, and by religion. What is religions? What is it? See, I've been poking around at something here too. See, and so anyway, how do you like my cover photo on this particular video? Um, do you see? I might be the only one woman in the West. See, I said something in my past videos that I'm going to try to repeat here. I'm telling a story about, first of all, we are to become humane, capital E at the end, humane beings. Now, I'm not making this up. There is a journey. Well, there's a philosophy. There's a story. They got Buddhism. You have a religion. If you look at all of these, like, what is this that we're talking about? Like when, oh, and what is it about? Oh, there was a master, or there's a guru, and you seek after them. So, but what does it? See, now we're talking about. Now let's look at the language, and so psychology talks about it. Sam Vaknin, he's saying, um, well, there's non-human beings and there's humans. See, narcissists aren't human yet, and then, well, they're not human. See, and what we already know. See, you can't just say narcissist. It's the mind that they're pointing at, and that's something. Now, when you finally say that, who says that? Well, that was 8,000 years ago. We already figured that out. The Tibetan Buddhists are, and they have a cave that's like 50 miles long underneath the mountains. That they carve it onto wood first. The many ways that mankind, I didn't word it like that. That's the way we usually word it. Will become enlightened to, and what does enlightened mean? It means to become human. Now, I tell you this story. See, they save those little wooden carvings way back in the cave, and they do a rice paper version of it, maybe, and they make a few booklets of what's in the cave, which is like, I think at number 1500 of the many different ways, which is stated back in like 6,000 years ago, is through quantum computerization that mankind will begin to become enlightened. Through how? What? Well, it is true that it is true. See, that some masters will make an appearance here and they will start saying something, and the more that you observe them, they will offer a passageway through to space, of course. But see, you have to confront your mind first, and if anything, see, they will um, are making you see it, and that's not a comfortable thing when you don't expect it. See, I'm in the West. I know who I am, where I am, and why. And I've dealt with, see, where I live, and just the world itself, Huns, which spreads like a plague, is a hiding place for the non-human presence. The story goes like this: very few do you come across that are human beings here on this plane, and the truth is, when you become humane, you don't dare reproduce. No. What's happening is, that's that's not something that conscious human beings do. If reproduction happens, they have not become human. They are now going to create a whole other opportunity for enlightenment to happen. And but the catch is that they need to find an enlightened being, which would be a human being, to influence. Just all they have to do is be there. Okay? Now, Christ consciousness is over there, whoever Christ was hanging on a shish kebab. Was that a last name? Or do you think it was just a kind of person? Anyway, let's get back to, used to say, it takes, just do 2 or more. Can you get 2 or more going, baby? Because then it's like, to me, it's like you're putting 2 crystals together, and then it's very scientific. It begins to shimmer. It's like the entire universe lights up and says, you see what it is, where you belong, how you belong here, which is in full connection. This is all yours. What is the universe? Now, what are you talking about, Shauna? I'm just talking about men and women getting together as humane beings. Now, but, see, I have already talked about this. The school that's here. See, women have a profound response. I'm flapping my glasses around here. Pardon me. I'm kind of nervous talking about this because I do not want to appear like it has appeared to be like you can get an ego about this, because really, the more that you dial in on that, it might be the truth, especially that there is a severe problem, like there's a disease with someone, you drop your ego and you're like, wait a minute, and your voice gets a lot more, like you begin to see the true nature of someone when there is, like, when you see, when they know that this fucking place needs help. People are handicapped. Wait a minute, there's a real problem here. We're not playing anymore. See? It helps to be straightforward, brisk, intense. Wait a minute, pardon me while my cat is doing this thing. Come here, babe. I have to get her 2, I have to get them 2 litter boxes. Oh, she's so cute. She's so cute. That was just so cute. She doesn't do it all the time, but it's just sometimes they're really young. It's so amazing. Sorry, babes. I'm not losing my place here. No, I'm not. Nope. And it's probably real that the reason why that I made 6,000 videos, I mean, when I get done here, that's going to splice together, it's going to come together. The problem is well, we'll see if this platform right here, social media, which is supposed to be something that begins to organize, really, but what I mean, the organization is already here now. I'm talking about the already here, the already organization of the now, or something like this, you see. And that's in case things get really bad. And it's already bad. It's already bad. Whatever happens, as far as now, and I say even going up to, of course, especially the C-19 thing, like how that they would try all this stuff on the population, and who knows, and they encourage people to grow crickets, and think about it, if you eat locusts, it's like, bring on the locusts, baby. Like, that's supposed to be a problem when the locusts come. It's like, nah, collect them up. Woo! Protein! Yeah! Woo! You know? But somebody is failing themselves not switching over to just having chocolate-covered locusts. See, I'm worried about it. It's like, Shauna, you've never had a locust, and are you not going to have a locust in all your life? Who told you to eat whatever the fuck you're eating? And why don't you just try a locust? Well, yay. Yes, I hear what you're saying. This is a weird place. Jesus, do we have to eat? No, there's illusions here. Oh, you mean I don't even have to breathe? No, you haven't noticed that? You don't need to breathe. Well, I don't know. We'll get back to that one. Is that a part of the breathing exercise that I missed? Yeah. Weird. The ultimate breathing exercise is no breath at all. Hey, maybe it is. You're just watching this thing. I hope. Did I put any of these videos up? I don't know, but I'm trying to put them up, and some of them are more important than others. But if they have the least bit amount of something in there that I know that I conveyed, see, I'm a musician and I know why to record and why to expose it to other people. Whoever knows how to listen, but who can do it? Talk about musicians. I'm used to it. You see, I do something, and when I'm well practiced and into it and well influenced and everything. See, I'm really a percussionist. I'm a studio working artist. Percussion, which is piano, which is a whole. To me, it's just different. See, why do we play the kinds of instruments that we do? There's so many different types of instruments, and in fact, you probably don't even need an instrument. Is there some other thing that you can think of that can make music? Really, everything can. You've seen it before. I mean, where is music coming from? Well, there are people that are highly musical, and when you press and when you get a musical instrument next to them, music comes out of it. Now, what are those people? Now, why am I talking about this? What does it have to do with what I was talking about? Well, sorry to lose my subject matter, but I didn't lose my place. No, I did not. This subject matter about the school that we are in and who women are and who men are. Do you realize how controversial it is for one to realize that they might be making a mistake, but they're not, that they've lost something? Now, how did it happen? Where is the misunderstanding happening? I'm here to tell you, I'm here to just suggest that it's between the mother and the boy. Now, what is it? See, the mother did not do quality control. Was she able to make it make sex a safe place. In other words, she saw the narcissist approaching. He just got done hang gliding. She got out of her fucking air balloon. He does do bowling well. She does croquet like a bitch. He does a gymnastic. She does underwater choreograph. They whatever they could do better. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. But who gives a fuck? But when they get together, boom. She has to make sure. After a while, especially if a human, so-called human, but say another child was to come out of it. See, in the beginning, I said that they have failed when the kid has popped out. No, that's not necessarily the truth, is it? You got to think with me here. Can the entire organism be converted into being a human civilization? Comment section down below. Who does quality control? How and when?